Hi there, it is me, and I've been wanting to get on to some kind of lesson of some sort, uh, but there are, as you probably noticed in the last tutorial, where did it go now? I have a great big list of little things that I've done, and so I thought I might as well at least uh, make a reference type, not part of the main sequence. This will be part of the reference thing. And I'd like to go over this list control. That's that. It may look a little different this time. I added more. Oh, geez, I haven't even tested it. I've just been adding the sorting thing. I'm trying to figure out how that works. I don't know if it's going to work or not. But the idea is based on a callback. The callback actually occurs in this file. This file is to do like with count 1, like what I'm calling count 1, which is the one that has this ID, and then there's the other count which has to do with links. So I thought I'd do those in separate files. I haven't even gotten to the other one. But one of the things you can do with a list control, I'll show you what it looks like at the moment, is sorting. There's an interface for sorting by column. You know, and you click on the column, and as you've seen in most programs, it sorts. If you click twice, it sorts upside down. So you'll notice I've added these little lines here, and that's quite useful, I found. And it's just a flag. You can turn it on or you can turn it off. Now, I don't know if I want to try the sorting. Well, you can see what happens. In theory, even if it crashes or whatever, before it crashes, it should send me a special message. And that special message is called this. Now, I couldn't find this in the help or anything about any of this stuff. I had to go online. I went online, and eventually I did find it, but for some reason, it's the way that help system is organized. You can't. there's no list of everything, you know. Anyway, so if I click on a column, this should get called, and it's going to tell me about. It'll tell me this information about the click. Lparam. I don't know about that. I guess I should colorize this one. Probably have to use it. Action. The point where the click occurred. Okay. I guess is U changed? Is the amount difference maybe? I don't know. How am I supposed to look it up? You think it's going to be in the help? Try. F1. Not found, of course. Wait. Oh, I found it. Okay, so now this is the normal notify message header. Item identifies the list view item, or should be -1 because the items are inside, and I'm not going to be clicking inside. I'm going to click on one of these things. Sub item, okay, so it'll probably be these two will be nothing because the message being sent doesn't apply. These don't apply because the message being sent does not have anything to do with these. New state, new item state. Okay, well I don't know. Old item state. Change. Set of flags indicate the item attributes that have changed. Okay, so that's to do with an item. Point where the action occurred. Application defined value. I don't know. Okay, so there's no way for me to define a user-defined value for this, right? As far as I know. So, now hang on a sec. According to the code I saw offline, not in the header, not in the help file, sub item. Okay. So the sub item will be set to the column that I clicked. This says column click, and so sub item would be valid. This here is a application defined callback for doing the comparison. Like if it's numbers, you might do a numeric comparison. If it's strings, you might do a string comparison. If it's dates, date, and so on and so forth. And I've defined a function, this function, and when I call this sort, it's going to use this function to do a sort. We'll see. So I guess I'm going to put a breakpoint here and see what happens. Oops, here goes. Which one should I click? This one? This is kind of interesting one. This is a string comparison. Oh, I even have string. Do I even have this column in my list? I don't. Oh, I don't have that one. I'll do something else. Count. Nothing. I didn't get the message. Maybe, I probably haven't set it up for sorting. There's a little notify, but that's probably not it. So unfortunately I can't test that. When you create these lists, there are various flags. This kind of list, which is a list control, which is the thing I want to talk about. So actually, as an example, we can try to make this sort thing work by specifying the right flags. Now I'm not specifying, well no, I have to specify its identifier. Okay, create list. Now does this take any flags? Well, that's a picture list. It's this guy. List of items. Here, okay, I'm registering it and I'm not doing anything else. So what else can we do with it? This I don't really know. Okay. Now these creates, we didn't, I see. It has to be something we do in the resource. Because we're not calling the create thing. So we've got to make it, I think we got to set a sort style, like that. Not sorted, but that it has the ability to be sorted. As sort enabled or something. Now let's see if we can find it. Sort none. That's how you want it sorted, and we don't want it sorted. Single selection. false. Actually, I don't know if I want that either. Share image lists. I don't know if that should probably be true. No data. Aha. No sort header. No sort header. False. So we don't want no sort header. So we do want sort. Seems like it's sorting, but it's obviously not. Something else probably has to be set. I'm going to try changing it to true. Well, let's try true, see what happens. See if we get the message at least. Maybe sort header is a different kind of thing. Like, this is a column click and the other thing is a sort thing. Who knows? Oh, I see. Now they're not even going up and down. But the message that's coming out is exactly the same. I'm not printing out all messages. Let's see now. What? Task stuff, group. Auto arrange. View. This is, I think I have to be false. I don't see anything else about sort. Always show select. It's visual. I don't know. Maybe this one has to be set to. No, I can't. Well, no. There are a whole bunch of, or maybe multiple columns. I'm registering my columns. Well, there's something I was forgetting to do before. Edit label. Well, what is that message anyway? Oh, it's a notify message, that's why. See, N. Is notify. Other MS. New message. The control. I can never remember the number defines, but I can do this. Now this is the notify message itself, and then W param. And that's it. Alright. I guess that's all of it. I agree. I didn't write it down, right? It's that means this is WM notify. The item identified as this number. If it's this number, then return true, provided what is it? How does this work? Oh, command and notify. So if it's a command message and the high word of the command message is what was called notify, which is the identifier for this control. I don't remember seeing anything like that. Oh, stupid. I don't remember what the item IDs are, but I remember the names of the items. Oh, yeah. Because they're using this all the time. You can use either one. This here, P list view, is not like a pointer to anything that I invented. That's the operating system. I am showing notify. It's not doing it. Something was. Maybe it's a WM. No. 3EB, that's probably right. WM note. Oh, it's a notify. There's two kinds of notify messages. Do I have the other one? There's one where it's actually WM notify. In which case you get a structure called a notify. Yeah, that's what I typed. Oh, okay, that was good. Alright. The handle to the thing that is supplied when you receive one of these to send, do that. If what about receiving? Is sent, right? Okay. How do we receive it? If the message handler is a dialog box procedure, what? To set a return value? Never mind. Do not send a comment from right. Notify format. What? We were getting notified parent all the time. What's this one all about? When something is created or destroyed, or when the user clicks the mouse button on the other thing. So I never want to see that. That I can add to my list. I do get lots of WM notifies, and I did get one. I think it looks like I got one. These all seem to be. You get a great big string of these, but when I click, this happened. Oh no, this is something else. Here, this AE, whatever the heck that is. don't know what that message is. And then a parent notify with 201 hash. 513. There's nothing in here like that. 3 EV is like 1,000. But it's not the special message. First minus 8. 0 minus 100. How does this work? They're all negative. Okay. In the form of a W notify message. Okay. So when we get a W notify message, let's assume that it's received the same way it's sent. So then, therefore, ID can, so if W notify, we're going to put something here. Message. According to this help, the identifier is needed, W param and L param. Probably something else. It's an identity control ID. Yeah. Consistent. So U IDC, and then this maybe there's a magic message. We get a struct which has the code, the notification code there. Something like this. If that's true, and ID control use the HWin from that for the identifier. Okay, this is not necessarily unique, but I'm not too worried about that. But it's actually pretty easy in our case, in my case, so that this header is L param. Okay, fine. HWin from and so that's got to be true. And the code, right? The code ID code has to be equal to the same thing. Code sorry to drag you through this. Okay, H1 from or ID from. We used both. And W param is the ID of the control. Where's the ID of the special notify code? Is it in here? Oh yeah, we got that. Okay, code. Where do we need W param? We don't need W param. You can use ID control, or you can use what we've done. So we can get rid of one parameter passed to the struct. No, actually, a little more space. If you want to get confused. Notify equals U. H went from its handle of IDC, and code is that. Again, well, it's okay. I can see a double equals there. We're fine. So it's WM notify message U IDC code and L param. The only difference in terms of using this one over the other is this one uses L param. Maybe this should just be a tutorial on notify message. It's getting pretty long. But I want to see that thing do its thing, gosh darn it. But maybe you don't. So if it doesn't work on this go, I'll quit this one. Maybe I can snip out some bits from the other attempt I had and make enough for a reference video. Remove all this stuff. Well, if you're hearing me say this, then I didn't remove it for some reason. So that should get you curious. Why? Okay, come on, faster. Hang on. Alright. Well, it is our program. Dear God. I'm gonna do these things. It's getting sick of those. Well, it's got to be the right number of brackets. So if there's a problem, it's with the macro. Bracket, bracket, LP, bracket, bracket, arrow. The bracket here, code, bracket, bracket, LP, bracket, bracket, arrow, bracket. It's the right number of brackets. It says we got one too many open. You see it? Anybody see where I got too many brackets? looks right. Let's see. There's two brackets here. Look, those match. That matches with that one. It's definitely saying this line. Something change above, maybe. It's still built. No. There's something. There's brackets in here too. And there's brackets in here. Now, could that be a problem? Could that be? There could, yeah, that could be a problem. How is that third round? That's UIDC and code. Oh, with more brackets. Oh, that's why. It's not dumb. Why do they name their thing code? Notify code. Alright, I'll pause it. Alright, moment of truth. Here goes. I'm going to click one of those columns and it's going to go right into that breakpoint. And the rest is, who knows? It worked. What's in plist here? -1 for item, column 6. This is all zeros. I don't know if it matters. Now I'm going to have to go in here and put a breakpoint and see what happens. It got called. And now these two should be pointers to the new buffer class, which I don't have a reference for either. And I should do that one first, that I invented, called TsBuffer. Whoops, 10. Category, now that's 6. I called this category because each column is like a category. I didn't want to say column for some reason. Now I'm casting these as pointers to buffs and starring them, and hopefully that will make sense. And that does look like it makes sense. These buffers, yeah, that definitely looks like a buffer. The count is a reasonable number. The buffer is, these numbers look correct. There's two of them. Maybe it's better in decimal. One is a huge size, and one should be 48 hex. So actually, it's better in hex. So if either one of them is bigger than the size of this struct, which is 48 hex, now I'm returning 1. 1 means I don't know what it means, but I'm being consistent. If the second one is the bigger, then I return a 1, otherwise -1. So we should wind up back in here again. A similar situation. again, this is bigger, so we're going to get the same thing. It finds those first, they're right near the top. Both of them 48. Okay, now we've got some user assist infos. Alright. Now, here I've got these just defined. They're integer numbers. Column 1, 2, 3, up to 10. And date time is the first category. I didn't include I should have included. I could include that quickly, but whatever. 6 is not 0, and it's not that either. 6 should be what spot? Events count. I made a mistake. Why do I got this as 4 and then it suddenly goes to? Sorry. This should be 5, 6, 7. I might as well include 0. Or identifier. String ident. And if that's true, then I want to do a string comparison. Right? String ident. Then this is easy in this case. I just return sorry. Except it's not in there. It's not in the that structure. I could add it to the structure. I'll have to add it to the structure. Okay, well, for now we'll just assert false. And we'll return less. Sorted, right? It's the one means that the right hand side is bigger, and if it's doing comparisons, well, it's unclear, but I think it probably only compares, downwards or something. And if it does that, then this wouldn't have any effect. It stays as it was. What I'll do is put this here, and that here, and I'm going to click on count, and the number passed in was 5, which is correct. No, not date and time. So this is the one that it should stop. It should do something on counter, which is 5, and it's going to do a comparison of these two numbers and return plus or minus. And now we're, in the operating system. Alright, let it run. Oh my god, look, it worked. It's sorted. I'm going to click it again. Clear breakpoints. Okay, so what you gotta do is, if it's already sorted one way, then you gotta flip the way you do your comparison. Right? Because I have no way to unsort it. I've sorted by date. This might scramble things a bit. How about that? Sorting, that was easy. Nothing to it. Okay. Well, as you can see, it's fun to play with these things. Oh, it's gonna, yeah. It'll do that over and over. Okay. Well, maybe that'll do just for a quick catch up.